Hi, besties. Welcome back to the Bestie Talk podcast. I'm your host, Kiannajit, and today I am going to teach you every single thing you need to know about dating in 2025, specifically dating the male species in 2025. Okay, buckle the fuck up, grab your pen and paper, grab your phone, take notes because we're going to school, honey. We are going to school. Okay, number one, first of all, before I even filmed today's episode, I went on Instagram and I told you guys what I was filming and what advice, what do you need advice on? What do you want to tell other women that are going to be dating in 2025? What do you guys, give it all to me, spill the tea. And you guys, first of all, cracking me the fuck up, okay? Cracking me the fuck up. Number one, I saw somebody literally say, do background checks. I am all for doing background checks in 2025 for dating. Okay, I am the FBI agent of my friend group, and I don't give a fuck. I got it from my mama. I'm going to do my research, okay? I'm going to do my research when it comes to any man that is coming around my friends, okay? I'm doing marriage license checks. I'm doing background checks. I'm looking at social medias. I'm checking out what kind of car he drives. Is it used? Is it new? I'm looking at every little thing that has to do with any man coming around my best friend. I am all for doing background checks. Please do them. Please do them because y'all don't know how many times. But recently, one of my friends almost got caught up with a guy who just got divorced. Who had just got divorced, you guys, and had just gotten engaged. Okay, she knew about the engagement, but she didn't know about the marriage. And guess who found the marriage? This one right here, okay? Do your research. Do background checks because these men out here, they be trifling. And they don't tell you the full business up front, especially up front. They don't even tell you the full business 6 months in, a year in. Be careful. Do your research. Do background checks because these men out here, And another thing, but while we're on the subject, while we're on the topic, do not be afraid to ask when the last time they had an STD check. Do not be afraid because I can guarantee you more than half the men out there that are in the dating world or that are in the hookup culture world haven't even had a STD background check. And the only time that they will ever do one is because somebody's going to ask them or they have a little smelly smell down there or something going on down there, okay? That's the only time that they're going to do it. So don't be afraid to, sorry, kitchen's closed, honey. You need to have an STD check before I'm doing nothing. And I don't care about condoms. Do an STD check no matter what. I don't care if you're using a condom or not. Do it no matter what. I don't care. Sorry. That's how I feel. You should be doing it no matter what, okay? That's number one. Those are the things that I saw on Instagram. I was like, I am right there with you. Background checks, STD checks, do all the things. You need to make sure that you're at least safe in the area, physically safe in the area of this dating, this guy, this person, whoever you're going to look at to dating in 2025. You need to at least make sure that you're physically safe and sexually safe. Okay. That's number one. Number two that we're going to talk about. My ladies, we are in a sassy man apocalypse. Okay. It is crazy out here. The shit that I hear, whoa, oh my God. We are truly in a sassy man apocalypse. And if you don't know what a sassy man apocalypse is, it is a apocalypse where these men out here are sassy as fuck. They think that the world revolves around them and they are me. And they want to know what you can do for them and how are you going to help them and how are you going to benefit them and me. And I understand. And I am all for being in your power and standing in true within yourself and realizing that you truly are the prize, regardless if you're a man or a woman. But these men out here think that they are the prize and you are the dust on the fucking ground and they should be put up on a pedestal and you should be the one kissing their feet. And honey, it's the other way around. That's what it should be, it should be the other way around. It should be your man kissing the ground you walk on, kissing your feet and praising you. It shouldn't be the other way around. Okay. I'm going to tell you how to find out if the man that you are dating or you're potentially going to date is part of the sassy man apocalypse. If they are constantly how are you going to benefit me in my life? What do you bring to the table? Then they are not in the provider mindset. They are not going to help you reach your highest self. They are only concerned with how you're going to help him reach his highest self, not about how he's going to help you. He's only concerned about what are you going to do for him. And that means in the home, in the bed, in the relationship, in his his life, in his career, everything. That does not mean that he's looking to try to help you. He's not trying to build a partnership. If he is part of the Sassy Man apocalypse, he is not looking to build a partnership. He is not looking to build a relationship. He is looking for a maid, a mother, something that is going to help him with whatever he's got to do. Okay, that's what he's looking for. Something that I was just talking to one of my besties, okay, about guys in relationships. She's single. I've been married. Like you guys know, I have been with my husband for about 8 years now, a little over 8 years. We've been married for 2. I'm in a very happy, committed relationship. But the stories that I hear, you guys, not only do I hear them from like my best friends who are single, but my clients, the stories I hear online, friends, family, I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? Like literally, what the fuck? Like sometimes I'm like, my mind is like literally blown. What is going on out there? Okay. That's where I'm gathering all this information from. Okay. So yes, I'm in a relationship, but I'm gathering it from all different types of sources. So don't think that I don't know what's going on out there. Okay. We were talking about men and their like insecurities, insecure men, and how they can play an effect in a relationship and how they even get started. How does a man become so insecure, especially in a relationship? And what can we do as women to like stop that and to not be okay with that anymore? Okay. Number 1, I'm going to tell you guys something that my mom has told me since I was probably 15 years old. Whatever you deal with right now in your relationship, make sure you're going to want to deal with it in 20, 30 years, because if you okay it now, they're going to continue to do it in 20 to 30 years. My mom has always taught me that. And so I bring that into every situation that I'm in my life, whether it's friends, work, career, and relationships. Okay. If you okay a behavior in the beginning of an interaction with somebody, that signals to them, I can always do this. Okay. Same thing. Like if you take back a man who's cheated on you, you have signaled now to him that that's okay. You can continue to do it because I'm going to take you back. I'm not saying that they're going to cheat again. Okay. Because you can do a lot of work in a relationship and be able to change the fact that you okayed something a while ago and you don't okay it now. Not saying that that's not possible, but more than likely, if you're okaying something now, you're going to have to deal with it for the rest of your life. Okay, so back to the insecurity thing. If you okay a man telling you what to wear, telling you what to do, who to go out with and who to hang out with, you are okaying his insecurities, and he's going to project his insecurities on you the whole relationship. It does not matter. And more than likely, if you're not young, and if you are getting a little bit older in age and you're experiencing men who have had experiences with other women, who have had exes and who have had other relationships, unfortunately the case is usually that another woman has okayed his insecurities before, and he's going to try to do that with you. He's going to try. Okay, I want to go back to a little story earlier this week. We were walking my dogs. I have 2 little dogs. I have a Yorkie named Nyla and a little mini poodle named Toby. We always joke that Toby's from the hood. Okay, he's a rescue, but he's a mini poodle. He's white and he's fluffy, but he is from the hood. He don't give a fuck. He's gonna rile up. He's gonna do, whatever he's got to do, right? Toby, we're walking my dog, Toby. Okay, we're walking Toby and Island. We're walking down the street. Okay, and we see a dog, and she is big. She is a big dog. She is fluffy, but she's big and she can be scary. And what does Toby do? Toby attacks her. He attacks and he biting her, and she's scared, and she's like, she's like, trying to get away from him, but Toby is attacking her. Thank God we got it situated. My husband was with me, and I was able to grab Toby and Nyla. We were able to walk away. Thank God no dogs were hurt. Okay, but we were talking about how Toby does not do that with other dogs. Like other dogs, other big dogs, he knows his place. He knows I can't attack that dog, because if I attack that dog is going to attack me and he's going to fuck me up. But he knew he could do it with this other dog who seemed shy, who seemed timid, and who pretty much allowed it. Men are the same way. Men are dogs. Okay. Look at men as Toby is. Okay. If they can sense that they can get away with things, they're going to test it a little bit. But if they can sense that they can get away with things like insecurities with you and projecting insecurities with you, they are going to do it. They're not going to do it with a woman who stands in her power and don't accept none of that bullshit, because they know they're not going to get away with it. They know they're going to be easily dropped, and the girl's going to go on to somebody bigger and better. So they're going to keep their mouth shut, and they're going to keep their emotions in check. Because again, with the sassy man apocalypse, is they don't know how to keep their emotions in check. They just project them, and they just do whatever they got to do and make you feel however they want to feel, because they can't keep their emotions in check. So if you are a woman who can stand in her power, and you're not going to tell me what I can wear, and you're not going to tell me what I can do and who I can be with, he's not even going to try that with you. He might try it once, and when you shut that down, he's not going to do it again. But if you okay it, oh baby, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you're right. You know what? Because unfortunately, us as women, we be thinking that that's cute. We think, ooh, he's protective. Ooh, he's jealous. That's so cute. Like the toxic. Okay, honey, it's not going to be cute in 10 years. When you don't have no friends and you don't have family around and you have to always be covered up, and then you look in the mirror and you realize you don't even know who the person is looking back at you. It's not going to be that cute. Okay. Don't okay it now, because you're not going to okay it in 10, 20 years. And then you're going to find yourself, you're down a spiral, and you can get out of the spiral, because I will never say that you guys can't get out, or you guys can't grow from it, or you guys can't, change when you're in a deep, dark, unfortunate relationship, because you can. There's never oh, it's too late. That doesn't exist. You can get out of it. But you're going to find that you wasted that time because you didn't just stand in your power and you okayed a behavior that he did a long fucking time ago, and he just continued to do it. So do not okay behavior that you are not going to accept 10 years from now. And when I want you guys to really, really listen in on that, because that's not just insecurities. That's not just cheating. That is everything. That is, does he spoil you? Does he take care of you? Does he pay for things when you guys go out? How is he with gift giving? How is he with Valentine's Day and your birthday and Christmas? How is he with all of that? Because the same woman that is sitting there, oh, it's okay, Christmas, it's not that big of a deal right now, like it's okay. In 10, 20 years, those are the same women that we see on TikTok now that don't have nothing in their stocking, and they're sad and depressed on Christmas morning, but their kids are happy, and their husband doesn't even know what the kids got under the tree. He just knows that he flipped the bill. Those are the same women. Don't be that woman. If that's something that you truly, truly cannot accept in a relationship, then don't do it now. And another thing that I'm going to say, I'm not saying that you have to care about that you have to care about if you get things for your birthday or you get things for Valentine's Day or whatever, because some women don't care about that. Some women like spending time with that person. But again, I need you to focus on what does he do with you, with your love language now that you are going to want for in 10, 20 years. Because if you love to just spend time with somebody, you love somebody who's romantic, you love somebody that like you guys can cook dinner together, and he doesn't like to do that now, honey, he's not going to want to do it in 10, 20 years. Do not waste your time with these men in 2025. We simply do not have the time to be wasting anymore. So don't be wasting it. Okay. My beautiful women that are listening, we have this amazing magical thing that we are born with, and it's called intuition. I need y'all to start tapping the fuck in. Okay. We are already born with intuition. I'm sure you've heard mother's intuition, a woman's intuition. They don't lie, because we're tapped into our bodies. And if you actually listen, if you actually try to tap into your intuition, it will tell you everything that you need to know about a man. It'll tell you every single thing you need to know about a man. If his character, who he is as a person, what can you expect from him, what you can expect from him, it will tell you everything. And it'll tell you if he's being unfaithful. It'll tell you if he's lied to you. It'll tell you all of that. That gut feeling that you get where you're like, that didn't check out. The math ain't fucking mathing with that one. Listen to it. Listen to that fucking intuition. Because that's all you need is when trying to figure out if a man has cheated on you or if he is not, is listening to your intuition. Now, be careful with intuition and ego, because ego comes from a place of insecurity, anxiety, PTSD, trauma, all of that stuff. Now, if you're accusing your man of cheating and you're coming from that place, from ego, from PTSD and all of that stuff, then make sure you have some actual background information. You actually have something that checks the fuck out that he did cheat. date. But if you're coming from a place of intuition, something, that nagging voice in your head is just telling you, nah, bitch, that don't sound right. That don't sound right. Look through his phone. No, he didn't do that. Ask somebody, ask his cousin, whatever it's saying. Listen to that. That intuition is going to get you very, very far. And even before you get to that place, listen to that intuition in the beginning of the relationship when you first start dating him. If something isn't adding up then it's not going to add up later. Again, don't waste your time. Don't okay behavior now that you're not going to be okay in a year from now. Okay. Another thing that was said on the Instagram was it's okay not to have a man. And another one that's talking about not rushing into things. And I really, really want you guys to listen to that. It's okay to not have a man right now. It's okay to not have this big, huge love that you want right now. And it's okay to don't rush into something just because you want love. Do not rush into a relationship that is not made for you, that was not meant for you, just because you want love. Because it's not going to give you what you need. It is only going to give you what he can give. And that might not be what you need. And again, going back to listening to your intuition is going to tell you if this relationship is going to be something that you need, something that you're going to benefit from. And if it's not telling you that, then you best get the fuck out. Do not waste your time. Do not try to rush yourself and make you fit into a place that you do not belong and that was not made for you. Specifically with dating in 2025. You do not want to do that because then you're going to waste your time. Do not waste your time trying to rush things along. I've been there, girl. I had been there in a relationship where everybody that was around me while I was in my relationship was getting married, was moving in, was having kids. And me and my now husband, we were just dating. I was still living at home with my mom. He was still living at home with his parents. And I would get so fucking upset. I was like, oh my God, like, I just want to be married. I just want to live together. Like, I want to have a kid. Like, I was trying to rush. I was trying to make myself fit into a situation that I did not fit in. Okay, because my relationship, my situation with my now husband needed a little extra time. It needed a little extra time to grow. I needed a little extra time to grow with myself and same with him. And we needed to take our time a little bit more. Now we're one of the only relationships that are still going in that dynamic. We are the only relationship that is healthy. So I was trying. Little did I know, I was trying to make myself fit into a dynamic of moving in early, having kids, getting engaged, getting married too quickly when I was not built for that. I was built for a greater love. I was built for a greater relationship. I was built for a healthy relationship with my husband. And now we took our time and now we're engaged. We're married. We're happy. We're living our lives, doing everything that we want to do. We've been able to run businesses, open businesses, follow our dreams, all of that stuff that those people that rushed were never able to do. Or if they have been able to do it, they have struggled and struggled and struggled. So do not, regardless of where you are, if you're single and you're trying to make yourself fit into a relationship that's not right for you, or if you are in a relationship and you're trying to force it and trying to make it go quick and trying to put yourself into a different situation, let it be, my loves. Okay. Because you have to understand that the universe up there, they know what they're doing. I know it sucks sometimes. I know you're like, well, what the fuck? I want a husband. I want this. I want that. And I get it. I get that you want it so bad, but they up there, they know what the hell they're doing. So sometimes you have to just have faith and have faith that when the relationship that I meant for comes along, it'll come along. When I'm not going to try to force myself, because that's what's going to put you further and further and further back, because most of the time, a lot of us women need to learn self-love before any man comes in. You need to be able to love yourself and stand in your power within yourself before any man comes in, because if you're not, then you're going to be those people that just fall and they devote their whole lives to a man that doesn't love them nearly as much as they love them. Okay? You aren't going to be that person. So sometimes God, the universe, divine spirit, whatever you want to say, tells you, I'm sorry, but you can't have that relationship yet because you need to learn self-love, because you are not going to be those people, because I have a greater purpose for you. I have something better for you planned than for you to devote your life to a man who does not love you as much as you should be loved. So I'm sorry, but you have to love yourself first, and you have to learn that lesson before I give you your husband, because if not, then you're going to be like all those other people out there that are doomed in relationships and they cannot get out. So take that as it resonates. I know that was not fun. That was like pulling a band-aid off and your voice saying, fuck you, Kianna. I want a relationship and all that stuff. And I get it, sis. But I was there. I will never forget crying my fucking eyes out because I saw a girl that I went to high school with post that she was engaged and I wasn't engaged yet. And I was like I was so fucking upset. I thought my world was ending. That marriage ain't even shit. I don't even think it's a thing anymore. Now I want to talk about actually building a relationship, actually building a partnership, because that's what a relationship is. It is a partnership. Okay. And to build a partnership, you equally both have to want it. You can't want it more than him and he can't want it more than you. And you have to equally want to work towards it, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that a relationship or a partnership is going to come easy. Oh my God, love, it's going to come easy. It's going to be great. No, it is going to take work, but you have to actively want to work towards that. And he has to actively want to work towards that equally. Because if you're 60% in and he's 40% in, it ain't going to work. You eventually somebody's gonna be like, I give up. Fuck this. This is too fucking hard. My whole heart's not in it. Fuck it. It's just like a business. If your whole heart isn't in it, you're gonna eventually give the fuck up because it's taken too long and it's too hard and it's too much work. Same thing in a relationship. So if you really want to build a partnership, you have to make sure that you are getting with somebody, or you are with somebody that wants it as bad as you do, that wants a real love and a real relationship and partnership. Another thing with building a partnership, you have to have trust. Trust is going to be the thing that builds the relationship or that breaks it all down. It's all trust. If you have no trust in your relationship, you have no trust within your partner, it's going to eventually dwindle down, because your PTSD and your anxiety and all the trauma that you've dealt with, regardless of however you dealt with the trauma of the truth, if it came from the person that you were with or it came from an ex-partner, you have allowed that trauma to completely swallow you whole and has now made you not trust that person. And if you cannot trust that person with your life or with your love or with your heart, then you might as well call it quits and end it now, because you don't want to waste your fucking time. That's how you're going to build your partnership, is truly trusting in that person. And trust takes time. I'm not going to tell you guys, oh, you should just trust that person right away. No. Trust takes time to see their character, to see who they really, really are. You'll know it within the first 6 months if you can trust him or not. And don't give me that bullshit that you can't, because you can. Same thing with marriage. He's going to know if he wants to marry you within the first 6 months. Sorry, not sorry. That's the truth. And if he's going to sit here and try to tell you or gaslight you into thinking that, oh, I need to make sure, I really need to make sure, and that's like 2 years in and you guys have not talked about marriage or anything like that, red fucking flag, get the fuck out, okay? Another thing with partnerships, I loved that somebody talked about this on Instagram, because I am like huge for this. The boring part in your relationship is not boring. It's actual comfort and stability, and you're just used to the toxic way of things, and you have gaslit yourself into thinking that it's boring. That's all that it is. It's not boring. It's stability and it's comfort, and it might be something new for you, because I struggled with that too. I have this hustle mindset of like, okay, I accomplished this one thing and what's on to the next? Like, let's go. I can't be sitting here wasting time. So when there's just stability and there's nothing really going on in my relationship, I will sometimes gaslight myself into thinking, we're boring. Oh my God, we've become the roommate stage, or whatever the case may be. And I'm here to tell you that that is not true. So if you're in a relationship right now and you guys are in some type of quote unquote boring stage, and you're kind of waiting for the next thing or waiting for the other foot to drop or whatever the case may be, find peace in that. Look at how peaceful your life is compared to what it used to be when you were living in a toxic way or you were living in something that was so up and down. Find peace in that and enjoy that. Look forward to those moments because there is not going to always be those moments. The peacefulness, the quote unquote boring moments aren't going to be forever. Sometimes those are going to go away and you're just going to be hit back to back to back to back with something. And you're going to feel like, oh my God, I can't catch a fucking break. And that's when the relationships get really tested. So when you're in the peacefulness and the quote unquote boring stage, that is your reward. That is your peace. That is your happiness. That is your contentment. Be content with your partner in those moments. Value those moments. Appreciate those moments because those moments don't come along very, very much, okay, in a relationship. Be happy with that. Okay, you guys, that is all I have for you guys today on what you need to know about dating in 2025. I feel like we're going to be doing multiple parts on this because I feel like we could talk about this 4 days. There's so many different little segments that you could talk about with dating. And I know that so many of you guys are going to benefit from these episodes and all the things that other women have to say and all of that. So I love you guys so much. I hope you really benefited from today's episode. And I will see you guys next week on the Bestie Talk podcast. Same time, same place next week. See you there. Bye.